What's up, y'all? This is Relly back with another video. Yes, son. Today we're going to be talking about the potential of the Cleveland Cavaliers. But before we get into that, I need y'all to smash that subscribe button. And when y'all are done with that, I need y'all to hover over to that like button. And I really need y'all to smash that like button so we can tell the YouTube algorithm to share this video. You get what I'm saying? But with all that being said, I know y'all want to talk about Cavs, so let's jump into it. For starters, the Cleveland Cavaliers got a lot of young talent, right? We got Evan Mobley, we got Darius Garland, we got Jared Allen, Collin Sexton, Larry Markkinen, right? Like Lamar Stevens. We have a lot of young talent on our roster that we can build upon, right? And that's the first pillar of our potential. We got a lot of players that could break out to be franchise players or star players along the line, right? Which gives us a lot of options, right? But now it's kind of weird in a position where we're also have to like kind of monitor them to make sure we pick the right player as well. You get what I'm saying? Right. And, you know, I'm really high on Darius Garland. I've always kind of been high on Darius Garland. Right. And I feel like now that we got Evan Mobley, who's been very, very exciting so far, I think it kind of shows the Cleveland Cavalier has a lot of potential. It's just a matter of how they develop. You get what I'm saying? If they can stay healthy, if we use them right. You get what I'm saying? And that's going to be telling, right? Especially as the season goes by, we're going to really see how much talent we really have on this Cleveland Cavalier team. And we also have some vets like Ed Davis, Kevin Love, Ricky Rubio, and technically Denzel Valentine, even though I consider him a cluck. But we do have some veterans that can season these players right. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like really Ricky Rubio and Kevin Love really can help propel our young talent the way we need them, right? Especially like, because I was flat out wrong with Ricky Rubio. I didn't think Ricky Rubio would have this the impact he's having currently, mainly because I just feel like we just had too many guards. But Ricky Rubio has been proving me wrong, right? And he's once again making me eat my words, because I got to understand that Ricky Rubio is a veteran, right? He understands what he has to do. So even if it wasn't supposed to work, he's going to make it work because he understands his role at all time. This is why he's been effective on basically every team he's been on, especially in Utah, where a lot of people understood that a lot of teams wanted him because of what he brings to teams every single night. You get what I'm saying? And we're seeing it on the Cleveland Cavaliers because we see how great our offense is looking, right? With Ricky Rubio and Garland on the floor, like the ball is moving, right? Evan Mobley's getting shots. Jared Allen is getting shots, and he's been very exciting. You get what I'm saying? Jetty is looking really, really good so far. You know, our team is looking very productive. Now, I know it's early, and we got to see more evidence, more consistency, which is no problem with me. But right now, I like it, right? And I like how our vets is rubbing off on our young talent. We need that to keep going for our young talent to develop, right? And this is why I think the potential for the Cavs is high. And I know I said this last year, but it's different. Even if we start, you know, kind of losing, I kind of see this season still as a success if we keep playing gritty like we're playing currently. You get what I'm saying? Because now you can see our players get more competitive because they're like, man, I want to make it to the playoffs, and I want to be a franchise level player. And these people outside of Cleveland is doubting me, so I'm going to prove them wrong. And even if it is some people in Cleveland that's doubting them, they want to prove them wrong too, because they got that competition factor inside them, right? And it's only getting better because of the vets they have under them. Then we got to talk about Collin Sexton, because Collin Sexton, at first, Collin Sexton was having a rough start, and then he got hurt. Then we got the news that Collin Sexton had torn his meniscus and that he was out indefinitely, right? And it was very unfortunate. Like I said, prayers up to Collin Sexton, because we do want him to have a speedy recovery. But I know for him, he's probably a little disappointed for sure, because this was the year where he was getting his money. Now, I do believe he's still going to get paid in some fashion. I don't know if it's going to be the 205, 207. I don't know if it's going to be 190. I'm not sure what his price amount is going to be, but it might damper it. I'm not sure, but it depends on how badly or how bad Kobe Altman wants Collin Sexton to be here, right? And when it comes to potential, when it comes to Collin Sexton and the Cavaliers, honestly, I'm not sure, right? Because if the Cavs plays well without Collin Sexton, the ball moves better without Collin Sexton, and Isaac Okoro can get a little bit more adjusted, which we are also going to talk about too. I don't know if they're gonna be in a situation where they think they need Collin Sexton, right? Collin Sexton is a productive player. Don't get me wrong, because I know it's gonna be people saying you're hating on. No, I'm not hating on Collin. It's just you gotta understand when you watch the game, it's certain things that Collin Sexton does well, but it's things he does wrong that does impact the team greatly, especially when the ball is stagnant, right? And Collin Sexton is a scorer. He's a bucket getter, and his first instinct is not to pass, and he hasn't really progressed on his pass. And I know some stats will say he got more assists, but when you really watch the game, it's not the full story. You get what I'm saying? No, I kept Isaac Okoro for last because I feel like he has a very special circumstance, and the reason why I feel like he has a special circumstance is because a lot of people was worrying about his shooting mechanic, his shooting consistency, because he's been shooting 11% as of recording of this video. And I feel like we need to hold the brakes, even though he's only shooting 11% from the three. And that's because we knew he was not a good shooter. We knew he wasn't consistent on the perimeter, right? We knew he was a defensive guy, right? And who are players that was similar to that build? Jimmy Butler and Kawhi Leonard. Am I saying he's going to be like one of those two players? I'm not sure, but you got to give him time to develop that shot, right? He's not going to be a Ben Simmons. He's already showed he's willing to take that shot. You just need to give him time to get that shot off. You get what I'm saying? And this is why I'm saying we got to be patient. We cannot rush this situation, right? Now, is he expendable? Like, if a trade happens where, let's say, Brandon Ingram is on the board and they say they want Collin and Isaac Okoro, I would say yes to that deal. I'm not going to lie to you. But I'm not going to panic and say, yeah, we got to get him out of here. We got to get him out of here before trade deadline when that's not the case. You get what I'm saying? Because he is a really great defender. And if he can get a shot, a consistent one, let's say if he get to shoot 30%, I think that would be decent for him, especially going into his third year in the league. And I feel like he would be a very productive player, especially if we move him to the shooting guard, right? You get what I'm saying? I feel like he would be even better at that position.
That's that Lennox with that money.